Hello and welcome, this is Melskinner, and we're back some more into the Breach. And beyond my expectations, we have made it onto the 4th island. And before we get started with this video, we did pick up a new pilot, which has this ability move again after shooting. Requires 1 power, though, to be able to do that. That sounds like a really good ability, though. And as a matter of fact, I believe that Prospero may have outlived his usefulness. Now, we'll lose some grid defense, but honestly, that hasn't been doing me much good anyway. I don't think it's ever triggered once on this run. But the problem is the loss of power is going to drive me out of the dash, unless, of course, I remove this health, which we don't really need because we have mech health here. So I won't be able to use the fire and forget just yet, but if I get reactor power, I'll be able to use it, and we would like to get some experience in this guy anyway. And I could see if we could max level Archimedes, that this might be the pilot we run with in the future, because that seems like a very, very powerful ability. Now that means that we have more backup pilots now. I don't really want to get rid of her. She has the starting shield, which is very powerful in my opinion. And I'm not sure. Would we gain by removing Ralph Carlson? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't have really necessarily anything to put that power into. I could put the shield on this mech and then have Prospero be in the tank. But again, what would I use that power for? I would need a lot more power before I would use. You know, I think for now, we're just going to keep him as is, but Prospero may come in and replace one of the others. He's max level, though, so we don't necessarily have to use him now. All right, with that being said, we have high threat, and not high threat. Considering this is the 4th island, and I don't know if we're going to make it out anyway, I'm going to do what I can to try for that. So we're going to go here. Defend the disposal unit and destroy all mountains. All right, well, I don't know what the disposal unit is and how we're going to destroy all mountains, but that's what we're going to try and do. Okay, we need the Rift Walkers to defend this acid launcher while it dissolves the Vec hives infesting the mountains. Okay, well, it looks like it's one of those controllable buildings again. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so let's start. So the centipede's the one that shoots the acid and hits multiple spots. This guy's the one that jumps and ties up. I'd probably want to stay out of that range if I could. The only place I'd be able to do that, though, is here. And I could get boxed in if I move here. I'm not sure if I would really be too bothered, though, by these guys tying me up. Yeah, that would suck on the first turn if they tied up both of my guys, but I think we're going to go up front here. So I'm going to go there, and you're going to go there. We can kind of funnel them in here. Got another pod incoming. Geez, all right. But we're going to want to get that if we can. These guys are hopping over that way. So I should be able to knock this guy off as target, maybe. What does this do, though? So we click it. Like I can only... Okay, dissolve all targets. Oh, so it just instantly kills. Does it happen immediately? Like that? We'd be able to kill all these guys, and then I'm guessing we'd also destroy the mountain as well. Now this would be the best bang for our buck if we're trying to destroy the mountains, but this would be the best bang for our buck killing as many units as we possibly can. I mean, we have plenty of turns to knock down these mountains. I think we do this one first, kind of give us some breathing room. Okay, that's exactly how that worked. I may be able to kill this guy this turn if I am aggressive. I'd be able to knock him here, and then I use the artillery to knock him into the water, or just kill him directly. I do have to go over the acid, though. It's my only option. Oh, you know what would probably be a better move? We have the artillery move here, because this guy can move all the way over here. We have the artillery fire on this guy directly, pushing him this way, and then we'll push him into the water. Yeah, I think that's the right call. So we'll get a little bit extra damage here. Okay, move this guy to here. Okay, so that didn't count for the... And then we can kill this guy. Okay. I think we just get the pod and then we punch the mountain. Okay. So... that looks like a good first turn. We're only going to have one more enemy spawn. And he starts all acidy. Okay, and he just more or less gave me the ability to kill him, so... Alright, I think we just go ahead and dissolve some mountains here, as we don't have a lot of enemy this turn, so this is going to be a good turn to just go ahead and use this. Turn this into an acid tile. Okay. So... I'm gonna move a little bit and then just shoot this guy in the face, killing him. You are gonna move to the here and we'll knock down this mountain. Not yet, though. We'll punch this guy and kill him. And then I'll be fine shooting here, because it will push me, but, you know, that's not a big deal. Okay, so there's only one mountain left. And turn. We could use the, this guy here to just predominantly focus on killing other units if they clump up. If they don't clump up, then that's going to limit somewhat my options. Okay. So in this case, I think what I'm going to do is work to... If I knock this guy back into the acid, that will be fine, and then I'll just shoot the artillery shell on this guy, which will make him duck down, because any amount of damage makes him duck down. We'll fire the acid here, which would just instantly kill this guy. And take out the last mountain. Okay, so there's the mountains taken care of. And as I said, I think we just stay where we are. We shoot this guy, knocking him into the acid. He'll hit me, but the shield should block, so that'll be fine. And actually, I'll move myself out of the way with this shot, so... Okay, and we don't really have a reason to move, so I think I'm just going to punch him instead. Okay, that's a pretty good turn. Let's end the turn. We only have one more turn, really, I think, after this to survive. And again, if they clump up, we can just acid bomb them and kill a bunch. Although I think I have to worry about the buildings possibly being destroyed. Like, I could kill 3 here, but I'm going to assume that if I did that, that would kill this. So... I think we just go for a... first off, I'm just gonna save that. I think we kill whatever unit that is going to be threatening power that we cannot stop. Like, for example, this guy doesn't matter, because he's not going to be damaging anything. I could go over and punch this guy, take him out. I could go over and punch this guy, take him out. So those are, you know, all gonna work in my favor. This guy's probably going to be hard to stop, so I might just acid splash him. Putting the acid here would kill him. So I'm obviously going to need to move in a way that I'm not going to get hit if I did that. Which, not sure how possible that is, actually. I mean, if I just move one over, I could attack the building and just push this guy back a little bit. And then maybe use my tank to push him back a little bit further. I could kill this guy. Oof, okay, so this one's going to be just a little bit tough. I can stop this guy from doing any amount of damage, though, if I put the shell here. He'd go push this way if I move the tank. So, where would I want to move the tank? I could kill this guy, knock him into him, so that would take both of them out of the picture. Okay. And then we'll use this guy to kill that guy, and I'll use this guy to punch that guy, and then that should be it. Looks like the shield protects you from the acid. I'm gonna guess from this. I'm doing this because it's gonna kill. So, oh, you know what? I can just use the lob acid to kill this guy. So we'll do that. Okay, and then here we just punch this guy and he's dead. Okay, we took out all the Vec that time. Okay. So that was a good round. And we got a promotion here. Mission was a success, Commander. The acid launcher is intact and the Vec disintegrated. Yeah, that acid launcher made that one a lot easier. So it does 2 damage, but 1 damage to myself. It also does damage to everything in line. It apparently is not just a one-use item, so it could be good. Okay. So our tank picked up another power. At this moment, I can't really use it for anything, but I'm going to put it here. Now, this, we actually want to use what reactor... Oh, actually, I have 2 reactor power here. All right, well, we'll install one. That's going to be the fire and forget, so I can move again after shooting. That's pretty cool. And we have 1 more reactor power. What I could do is put it here and we get yet another damage. So that would go from 2 damage to 3 damage for our tank, which honestly would be fantastic. Alternatively, we do +2 damage, which I wouldn't be able to pull off necessarily now. I am very tempted to do the +1 damage because 3 damage would really help. There's a lot of guys that we could take out with that. And the shield is going to make the health not so bad. So I think we install the other power here. We remove these 2, and we put it into pure damage. So that's going to be the strategy we use here. Now, I'm not thinking that I'm going to install this weapon, purely because of the fact that it does damage to myself. It seems like a very... You know, it's not going to, like, really be something I can use all that often. I think the repair drop is going to be more important for a slug match. So, all right, well, that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and do one more battle here. So we've got conveyors here. We have to destroy acid vats here. Well, I would like to get power grid up. So protect the emergency batteries and end battle with less than 4 mech damage. I can think we can do that one. Normally, we use conveyor yards to ferry waste vats, but you and the Riftwalkers may be able to use conveyors against the Vec. So we could actually have them fall into the water here with the conveyor. All right, let's try. We got a bunch of these guys. You know, these guys aren't so bad as long as you can get to them and do some damage. How far can this guy get? Now, keeping in mind that I can punch him and then move, I don't really care if he ties me up anymore. So let's go ahead and move there. You're going to move there, and then the artillery piece I'm just going to kind of put in the middle. As a matter of fact, my artillery is going to be able to really keep these guys from doing anything a lot of the time, because that 1 damage is not too hard for the artillery piece to do. Okay, so you're going to do that. Okay, well, starting off here, I think we go with me moving here and then slapping the insect, pushing it back. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I really don't want this to throw its damage, so as much as I'd like this guy to hit this guy, I can't be sure of the order of operations. So, in this case, I'm going to go ahead and move here. I'm going to punch this guy so that he doesn't do anything with that. And then we get to move again. Now, I'm not sure if it works off of the movement points we had last time or if it gives me the same amount of movement. I'm going to guess it's the same amount of movement, so that's a really strong ability. All right, we're going to go ahead and go over there. And here, I think I'm just going to move and make sure that this guy doesn't do any damage this turn. We're going to push this guy a little around. Unfortunately, his damage isn't going to land on anything, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to end the turn. Get moved by the conveyor. It's actually good because the leaper won't be able to grab the other guy now. Okay, interesting. Now, I thought that would happen. Okay, so we have a lot of damage to block, and it's going to be kind of tough to do. If I shoot an artillery shell here, I push this guy into him, wouldn't really stop the one damage, but it would stop this damage. So I don't know how much good it would do me to do that. I really can't stay where I am based off of how much damage is going to fall on me. I could push this guy out of line with the attack. As a matter of fact, the conveyor itself might push him out of line. Not positive. Now this, I have no option other than to punch here. I could, you know, punch the thing that we're supposed to protect, but I don't think that would be a good idea. So, go ahead and punch this guy. We'll be able to move afterwards. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that at the moment. We can just, you know, hold off on that, I guess. Alright, so we have multiple problems here. Problem number one is I really don't want this to land because that will take out the power grid that we're trying to protect. If we move here and shoot this guy, he'll be pushed this way. Now, again, I don't know the order of operation, so it's possible the conveyor belt would take him away from the attack anyway. So in that case, I'd want to hit this guy. And I honestly think I have to do that. I have to hit this guy. I'm going to lose a lot of power grid damage. I may actually lose on this turn, but I don't know what else I can do here other than what I've got in front of me. That leaper kind of messed things up a little bit. So I can shoot this guy, making his damage go away, because I have to stay where I am, get the best out of this guy, because I can't move him in a way that I can do damage here. Not unless I fire a shell here and push him into them, then that would take care of it. In theory, okay, we'll do that. Just because it does get me out of the line of possibly a lot of fire here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to push that guy into that guy. Just going to knock him down. And then we are going to need to take this guy out. I can just kill him, so that's fine. I can't do anything about this, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and move here. So this is going to land, this is going to land, and this is going to land, unless the conveyor pulls him, which I don't know if it will or not. So let's end the turn, see what happens. Yeah, so the conveyor pulled him, so that's actually good. This guy's going to kill that guy. Well, actually, he killed him, but... Alright, so I need to remember that conveyor is going to land first, so it will actually prevent them from doing damage if they're on it. So this guy right here is not a threat. Unless I push him this way, and then he is a threat. Okay, well, let's see. Fortunately, I just don't have enough movement to really get what I want done here. Not unless I push this guy this way, then I could punch him, but I mean, I don't know how much good that does me. Moment. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'll move to here. We'll fire on this guy directly to make him not do damage. And then we'll do the same thing here. And as I said, I can't really do anything here because I could punch him. I could do a dash punch and hit him, but then he just slam into the building, make me take power grid damage. So instead, I'm going to move over here because I know that we could block one of these. So I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to dash punch the mountain, which will block the spawn. So yeah, the conveyor pulls him, so he's not going to land. I block that spawn, and then this guy comes up. Okay. Alright, I should be able to kill this guy by just moving here and punching him. He's dead. If I knock him back even one, then he will not be online to hit me anymore. The conveyor belt will pull me here, so I'll be fine. So we really just need to stop other damage. I can't stop both of them. Alright, I have to think about this one. I could move here with him, and I could kill one of these guys, for sure. The problem is, now I have two enemies attacking, this spot, and I can't really stop them from doing that. Now, getting the power grid from the coal plant is going to be not as good as protecting all this. So, in my mind, the right move is to go here. Now, if I could push these guys around, that would be another story, but unfortunately, I can't. So now I have to decide who I want to shoot here. Again, if I push this guy back, he wouldn't do the damage he's going to do, but that's, doesn't really help, unfortunately. So there's nothing I can do about this damage here. We're just gonna have to take it. We're gonna fail here. And we didn't get the power grid I was looking for, so that's not good. Alright, we tried though. And this island's gonna be tough, so end battle with less than 4 mech damage, and then protect the coal plant. So more or less the same objectives we had in the last one. But this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mechs signing out.